Have you ever wondered how much of sports is a mental game? Sure, physical strength and agility are crucial, but the mind is an equally, if not more significant player on the field. The mental aspect of sports is often overlooked, yet it holds the key to an athlete's success or failure. The ability to handle pressure, to remain focused, and to bounce back from setbacks, that's mental toughness, and it's as essential as any physical skill. But just like our bodies, our minds can also experience strains and injuries. Mental health struggles are a reality for many athletes, and yet they're seldom discussed. Today we're going to change that. We'll be hearing directly from athletes who have faced these challenges, learning about their journeys, their struggles, and how sports have helped them cope. Let's dive into the minds of our athletes and explore the unspoken part of the game. Our first athlete, a decorated Olympian, opens up about her mental health journey. This champion, no stranger to the pressures of the global stage, bravely delves into her personal struggles with mental health. Facing not only the physical demands of competition, but also the mental and emotional stresses, she paints a vivid picture of the challenges she faced. She recounts the times when her mental health affected her performance, the moments when the roar of the crowd and the weight of expectations seemed too much to bear. There were days when the pursuit of excellence felt like a daunting task, the spotlight of fame casting long, disheartening shadows. There were moments, she admits, when I felt like I was drowning in a sea of expectations, my own and those of others. However, our Olympian didn't let this struggle consume her. She sought help, reaching out to professionals who could guide her through the labyrinth of her emotions. She leaned on a support system of therapists, psychologists, and loved ones who understood her plight and stood by her side. But her journey wasn't just about finding help. It was about overcoming the stigma attached to mental health in sports, a world often defined by physical prowess and mental toughness. She talks about the times she felt isolated, misunderstood by a community that equates vulnerability with weakness. She explains, "In sports, we're expected to be warriors, but even warriors have their battles. I had to learn that it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to feel weak, and it's okay to not be okay." Our champion took these struggles head-on and emerged victorious. Not only did she conquer her demons, but she also became a beacon of hope for other athletes facing similar struggles. She used her platform to challenge the stigma, to show that mental health matters, and that it's okay to seek help. Her journey is a reminder that athletes are not just performers, but people with their own struggles. It's a testament to the power of resilience and the human spirit in the face of adversity. Her courage to speak up about her struggles is truly inspiring. Our next athlete, a renowned football player, shares his experience with mental health. This athlete, who has performed on some of the biggest stages in world football, is no stranger to the immense pressure that comes with the territory. The expectation to consistently perform at the highest level, the relentless media scrutiny, and the constant public attention, it all began to take its toll. He found himself battling anxiety and depression, hidden away from the cheering crowds and the flashing lights. Imagine, if you will, the feeling of walking onto a field, knowing that every move you make is being watched, every mistake amplified. The pressure isn't just about winning or losing a game, it's about living up to the expectations that come with being a star athlete. It's a burden that can weigh heavily on the mind, leading to sleepless nights and a constant feeling of unease. But our athlete didn't suffer in silence. He took the brave step of seeking help and opened up about his struggles to his teammates and coaches. He learned to cope with his mental health issues, not just by focusing on the physical aspect of the game, but also by addressing the mental side. He found solace in therapy, mindfulness practices, and in the camaraderie of his team. His team, his second family, stood by him. They offered support, understanding, and a safe space where he could express his fears and anxieties. They stood as a united front, not just on the field, but off it as well, showing the world that mental health is as important as physical prowess in sports. His journey wasn't easy, but he persevered, using his struggles not as a weakness, but as a catalyst for change, both in his personal life and in the world of sports. He became an advocate for mental health, using his platform to raise awareness and to help others who may be silently suffering. His story is a powerful reminder that even the toughest among us can struggle. We must remember it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to admit that we're not always okay. Athletes, like everyone else, are human after all. Our final athlete, a professional basketball player, talks about the importance of mental health in sports. Let's dive into the world of a professional basketball player, where the physical exertion is often as intense as the mental pressure. Injuries and recovery can take a significant toll on an athlete's mind. Our athlete today shares his insights on this very aspect of his career. He says, "Injuries are part and parcel of sports, but they don't just hurt physically. There's a mental toll to it as well. You're sidelined, watching your team play without you. There's this fear, this anxiety of falling behind, of not being good enough when you return. And that's where mental health comes into play." Indeed, the importance of mental health in sports cannot be overstated. It's not just about maintaining a competitive edge, but also about the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Our athlete further explains, "Mental health is more than just staying focused during a game. It's about resilience, about pushing through the tough times. It's about the strength to get back up after a fall, to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you." But how did he cope with these mental health struggles? His answer? Sports. Yes, the very thing that put him in this situation also became his coping mechanism. He elaborates, "The court became my sanctuary. The rhythm of the ball bouncing, the swish of the net, it calmed my mind. It gave me a sense of control, a sense of purpose. I realized the more I played, the stronger my mind became, and the stronger my mind was, the better I played." His resilience and determination are a testament to the power of the mind in sports. The story of this athlete is a powerful reminder that mental health is as vital as physical health in sports. It's about the strength of the mind, the will to persevere, and the courage to face adversity head-on. So let's give a nod to these unsung heroes who not only play the game, but also fight the mental battles that come along with it. It's clear that mental health plays a critical role in sports. As we've heard from our athletes today, the journey of an athlete isn't just about physical strength or agility, but also about navigating the complex world of mental health. Each of our athletes shared candidly about their struggles, shedding light on the often overlooked aspect of sports, the mental game. The first athlete stressed the importance of acknowledging mental health issues. It's not a sign of weakness, but a part of the human experience. Ignoring it doesn't make it disappear, it only grows in the shadows. Our second athlete highlighted how sports have served as a coping mechanism. The discipline, routine, and sense of accomplishment that comes from sports provided a much-needed anchor during turbulent times. But they also emphasized that sports alone cannot be the solution. It's a band-aid, not a cure. The third athlete underscored the need for resources and support systems within the sports community. Coaches, teammates, and institutions need to be equipped to recognize and address mental health issues. Athletes shouldn't have to face these challenges alone. These conversations underline the need for a paradigm shift in how we view sports. It's not just about winning or losing, but also about the mental well-being of the athletes. As fans, as a community, we need to rally behind our athletes not just when they score a goal or win a race, but also when they are dealing with mental health struggles. Remember, it's not just about physical fitness, but mental fitness too. Because in sports, as in life, the mind matters. It's about time we start treating mental health with the same seriousness as physical injuries. After all, a healthy mind is just as important as a healthy body. Let's change the game, not just for our athletes, but for everyone. Because in the end, we're all on the same team, the team of humanity. And it's about time we start playing like one. Remember, it's not just about physical fitness, but mental fitness too. Because in sports, as in life, the mind matters.